I'm Gene Covert, and welcome to Covert Farms Family Estate. We're located at Covert Farms, just north of Oliver, on the east end of our property, just below McIntyre Bluff. And we're going to discuss a little bit about a new tour option that we have coming up soon. It's the Wine Enthusiast Harvest Tour. And we make a kind of a deep dive into the different viticulture practices and vinification practices of red wine, white wine, and sparkling wine, and then tie that into our regenerative farming practices. What we go through is some of what makes a really interesting wine, a really wine of integrity, and that all starts in the soil. And so I have some soil here today. And part of our tour is getting up close and personal with it and having a little smell of it, and getting that sort of sweet, earthy smell of a good quality soil. And then we look at some of the cover crops and how they interplay with the vineyard cultivation, how they benefit the ecosystem by providing habitat for microbes in the soil, and also the beneficial bacteria, fungus, and insects that aid us in our pest control. Really excited to share with you a new part of our Wine Enthusiast Harvest Tour, and that's a new Chardonnay block that we've just taken over management of. And why it's so exciting is our main vineyard has been certified organic since 2006, and we've learned a lot since that time. And so we're applying some of this new knowledge and experiences to converting conventional block to organic over the next 3 years. So some of the things that we do in supporting the plant health as it transitions from inorganic forms of fertilizer and pesticides and herbicides is to reawaken its interaction with the soil. And the way we do that is we start planting a number of different cover crops to wake up the soil biology that will work with the grapes to help it with its nutritional needs and with its own pest control of bugs and fungus. Some of those cover crops I have in my hand here. One of the main ones is the lowly lentil, and you may know it from a couple of soups and stews. This is a little red-seeded lentil that we can plant either in the spring or in the fall and have over winter. It is just in bloom now and setting pods. The lentil in this environment acts as a nitrogen fixer and provides nitrogen for the grape crop. And then another one I have here is this is flax, and flax produces flax seed, which is an oil seed, and oil seeds provide lipids that are very important to fungal life in the soil. And it's the fungal life in the soil that creates sort of the intelligence. It's like the internet of the soil. And next up is mustard. So this is a short-growing oriental mustard. The mustard's role in this is to help with mobilizing sulfur in the soil and cutworm control early in the season. Many of the brassica species are toxic to cutworms, and so they will gladly chew on them and not feel so good after a little bit. And then another one we have here is a radish, and we also have some turnip. And these are nutrient scavengers, and also have tap roots, as you can see. And so they will break down soil pan layers, break up hard soils, and then work their way down sometimes 8 to 10 feet to scavenge nutrients and bring them back up to the surface. Further to the cover crops that we grow, we also support the plant health with vermicompost, which is worm castings. It's worm poop. And we make a tea out of that by aerating it with molasses and seaweed for about 48 hours and then apply it to the soil. This is kind of an inoculation that stimulates soil life, further adding to the health of the vines. Following on that, we like to go through a couple of our wines, and we have two of them here today. we have a sparkling Zinfandel, very unique wine in the wine world, making a sparkling out of a sort of a full-bodied red. And the reason we do this is to make a really good bold Zinfandel in the Okanagan. Requires aggressive thinning to get the fruit load down adequately to get good harvest maturity. Over the years, we've aggressively thinned the Zinfandel and got tired of throwing it on the ground. So we discovered a way of leaving it hang a little bit longer and then taking off the secondary clusters and shoulders, which we can show you later on, and make a sparkling wine, leaving the remaining crop to mature to optimal maturity sometime in late October. So we're going to try this sparkling first. So this is done in a pétillant naturel style. Loosely translates as petulant bubbles, but it's one of the oldest forms of making sparkling wine that predates champagne, and it's kind of the farmer style sparkling wine. The grapes are pressed and fermented in stainless steel until almost completely dry, and then we do a coarse filtration, upon which the wine is immediately bottled, and the fermentation continues on in the bottle, creating the carbonation. Creates after about 3 months, we get a nice fine bubble, a beautiful light wine, no sulfur added. It's certified organic as of 2019, and very refreshing on a hot day. The other wine that we have here is our Sauvignon Blanc Semillon, and it's as I said, a blend of Sauvignon Blanc 70% and 30% Semillon. We have it planted right here next to our Zinfandel, and with Sauvignon Blanc, our experience has been that the acidity is a bit racy, and so we like adding the Semillon to it. Softens the wine and expands the palate a bit. So just crack that open. So Sauvignon Blanc in our hotter site here expresses a lot of citrus notes, a little bit of bunch grass, whereas the Semillon imparts some fullness to the flavor, a softness to the acids, and a little bit of say, guava notes in the flavor profile. It's quite an enchanting blend. Well, we really miss you guys this year. We're really looking forward to the race, and I hope you enjoy this virtual tour that we're giving you. Please come and visit us. We have this new Wine Enthusiast Harvest Tour coming available very soon by appointment only. It's private tours. We also have many other tasting experiences. So stay safe out there and be kind to one another. We love you.